Oh, good afternoon. Francesca Canzano-Franklin here, Global Wellness Day Ambassador of Hong Kong. And today I have the massive pleasure of talking to Mr. Kent Richards, very well known in the wellness and hospitality industry, currently founder of Wellness World Global, founder and CEO, as well as global wellness entrepreneur, a speaker, a brand, setting up everything everywhere. There is no much that I can say much more about you, Kent. We want to hear it from you directly.
Well, thank you, Francesca. I always love, doing webinars and getting to meet new people and being able to network and meet more colleagues in the industry. Yeah, just a bit of background. I think most people know me from Six Senses because I was there for 12 years as their corporate director of Spa and Wellness. And that gave me a wonderful platform to work all over the world, from South America to Japan, India, 20, 30 countries. And that was really wonderful. But I think for everyone, you get to a stage where you think, okay, what's next? And I had one of those big birthdays when you go into a new decade. And I thought, okay, I'm either going to live it out in six senses or it's going to be time for a change. And I went free falling into creating my own business called Wellness World Global. Uh, and the name really explains, what I'm doing is I wanted to stay in the wellness world.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It didn't matter what exactly I did, be it a spa consultant or recruitment or working with product houses or pre-opening or whatever it might be. So wellness, staying in the world of wellness was important, and then I wanted it to be global. So Wellness World Global is
Love
what came about.
Perfect.
And yeah, it's been about 8 months and I'm loving every minute. And now we're coming up to the Global Wellness Day, which is, I know, our topic for this webinar, right?
Is correct. Yes. Celebrating on the 13th of
Mm,
June with the element of joy. So we can't wait to hear what you've got to say.
yeah. I try to get a bit of magenta in, but no, I'm as
No,
close as I
no,
can be.
magenta, it's a fairly difficult color to get in, but we'll allow for it to be
Mm,
black, white, and cream and so on. Then on the day, I think it's beautiful.
good.
Everyone turns up into magenta. Now, with Global Wellness Day, I've been
Exactly.
running this in wellness chats, as to say, for the past few years on behalf of Global Wellness Day. And the magic word is always, what does wellness mean to you personally?
Sure.
Aside from everyone, it's what people really want to feel inspired by. And who better than you, Kent?
Yeah, well, for me, it really is multifaceted wellness. There's 8 dimensions of wellness, as we all know. But overall, it's about being happy and getting to greater levels of fulfillment. You know, it would be very difficult to be happy with life if you weren't eating correctly, or you were always dehydrated, or if you didn't have family and friends, or if you weren't physically fit, etc., etc. So, I find life is about the 8 dimensions of wellness.
Indeed.
And when you look at each one of them, and I wrote them down before the call,
Yes.
physical, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, environmental, financial, occupational, social, they all come together to give you a really good quality of life.
Yep.
And that is what wellness is for me. Um, so whether you at work, I've looked after many teams in the workplace. You want to make sure that nobody's feeling it necessary to watch the clock. because they need to get to another life. Life is life, whether you're at work or whether you're at home or wherever you might be. And you need to get the maximum enjoyment, and that is what wellness is about. If you think about the question, how are you today? And a person goes, I'm well. Well means wellness. And, it leads me on to when people talk about work-life balance, I don't get it. Um, it shouldn't be such a big deal.
I know. It should
Because
be.
if you're happy at work, you're happy in your life, you're happy everywhere, it's more like work-life integration,
Integration. That's a
you
beautiful.
know, bringing them together
Mhm.
because we only have one life and it's all about wellness, and that's what we have to enjoy. I don't believe it was ever meant to be divided into work and life. It's all about integration. So, yeah, it's about living your best life. That's what wellness is to me.
I love that. I completely agree with you. And the word integration, I think we need to integrate it a lot more into the conversations. 100% with you.
Yeah,
I mean, nowadays everyone's talking about
definitely. And I mean, to talk more about Global Wellness Day now that we've defined wellness, um,
mm,
having come out of a corporate world, uh, you, you know, we had, well, six senses still have, but when I was there, I looked after about 32 different spas around the globe.
yeah,
And as the operations director, you handle it day by day. You're responsible for day by day. So it was never difficult to get people involved in Global Wellness Day
very much so.
because everyone knows the why. The why is how we presented it was, we talk wellness every day. We have guests, we have clients, we have people working in the company. So you're talking it every minute, every day.
Into
But
everything.
there's only one day a year when you get to celebrate it.
I know, I agree with you.
And that is Global Wellness Day. They're the original event that
That's
came out. And I'm proud to say that in the past couple of years at Six Senses, we had 100% participation. That means every single
I
Six
know.
Senses spa, every single hotel and resort put a day's planning together
Amazing.
for Global Wellness Day. They had the marketing, they had the paddles, they had the
Yeah, I
t-shirts,
think
they
that's
had the banners, they had everything. Yeah.
incredible. I know.
And
It's
everyone got involved because and also the timing is perfect. It's in the middle of the year, of the calendar year.
yeah, June.
And the why was just so evident was about celebration. And the how was made so easy because when you go onto the webpage of globalwellnessday.org, there's manuals and there's
Everything.
best practices. Everything's there.
Everything is
So for for people like me to get 100% participation from a company, um, all I had to do was direct them to the webpage because
very,
it's all there.
yeah, very.
And then work on the hype and the pleasure. So whether you're a small company, an individual, a large company, whatever, hey, there's enough going on in the world. Everyone needs a bit of a party. So let's have a wellness party.
We love this, Kent. Absolutely. I work
Yeah.
with Six Senses Rome. I very often run some master classes and stuff for them. And it's just so beautiful that even in Italy, everyone's really
Yeah.
embracing. And that's all thanks to you. You must, that's why I think you're so ever inspiring because Six Senses has been leading the way in the wellness industry for so many years. So thank you for leading the way and thank you for having created all of this.
Well, thank you for the recognition. Obviously there's a whole team involved and hiring right is important. If I look at Rome, we have wonderful people there who take to it immediately. So it definitely is a team, but I'm really glad that you've witnessed what has been created.
It's beautiful.
And now as an independent wellness entrepreneur, I work with Africa
Yes.
quite a lot. Um, Through the Global Wellness Institute, we have the Africa Wellness Initiative. I was born in Zambia and lived in South Africa most of my life. And now I'm on the team who are highlighting what Africa means to wellness and what wellness means to Africa. So, in particular this year, and I know this is meant to come up later, but it falls in now.
Hello.
There's a great event in Ethiopia, in Addis Ababa, around Global Wellness Day.
Excellent.
And they're planning a whole lot of celebrations to really get the nation committed to wellness.
Amazing.
So that's where I'm going. I'm going to be in how do you in Adidas Ababa. Yeah.
Amazing. Well, we'll make
Ethiopia.
sure to follow you. I myself have been following your journey for the past few years, and Africa has so much to give. Africa really needs to be re-explored in certain ways, from wellness, traditional treatments to the cuisine to the people. It's incredible.
Once you start digging, you just find more and more,
It.
how ethical it is. And also, I know you're looking after Hong Kong for global wellness. I spent a good couple of years of my life in Hong Kong, and I can just imagine you must get great support coming out of there.
100%.
You've got so many health clubs and spas and country clubs and sports clubs and
Very much so, but I can tell you in recent years, we've also moved from the spa and the hotel industry to be more outdoorsy. Even though it's so
ah,
hot in June in Hong Kong,
mm,
there's been people organizing
mm,
hikes and meditation, yoga by the beach. Last year it was incredible. We organized an entire event and children would come and parents, families. It was
beautiful.
magnificent. Yeah. So
That's what it's all about.
yeah, Hong Kong's really stepping up. So there's a combination, integration from spa wellness and outdoorsy and fitness and just normal people like all of us without the big titles and the big names.
Fantastic.
It is.
Good.
Now, this year's Global Wellness Day theme is joy, joy magenta. My question would be, what does bring you joy personally, or what would you be able to remove from your life in order to achieve more joy? We can twist it a little bit here if you wish.
Hmm. I mean, you know, not to be too philosophical, but we only have one life.
Yeah,
There's only one life to lead. And if I think about the pressures and the challenges that everyone's under, um, most people have some kind of baggage, right? That they carrying, be it medical or be it personal, mental, whatever it might be. My baggage is being diabetic,
all right.
so obviously in order to live a better life, I need to take care of the diabetes. So it's eating correctly, exercising, all of that, which I know falls into the manifesto of Global Wellness
That's
Day.
it.
So, I'm able to um, celebrate those points. If we look at the founder of Global Wellness Day, Belgian Aksoy, she talks about when she had a
Yeah,
medical condition and how she got involved.
yeah.
But regarding joy for me is in, okay, you asked what would I add or remove to my life, right? For joy. And I guess now in my new way of living as an independent operator, it would be more connection. I
Right.
need to get out there more and connect more. When I was in corporate and Six Senses, there was loads of connection because you in the properties, you've got your teams, you've got
Yeah.
everybody, so you're connecting the whole time. But as I'm sure you find as well, when you an entrepreneur or a consultant, there's many hours when you're being creative. And
Mm,
I know creativity is important, but you're not as connected. You're not living every day surrounded
very
by
much.
similar people. So if I were to add one thing to focus more on joy, it would be connecting more with people.
Beautiful. I totally agree with you. There is a lot of us out there that have been in the industry for a long time, and I can totally relate to that. The
Yeah.
24 hours becomes the 50 hours a day, and very often it's just you yourself, your computer, your creativity. And
Yeah.
it can get lonely, but also, I believe sometimes we lose the lack of joy. We don't have that joy of. So connectivity is vitally important. Thank you for bringing this up.
Exactly. I mean, if I have a call from one of my ex-colleagues and they say, "How's it going?"
Yeah,
I'm like, "It's fine. I'm really stimulated with what I'm doing." But working on my own at a desk
I know.
is weird. Before you'd be saying to people,
I know.
"Don't talk to me now. I need to get this done."
Yeah.
Whereas now you're saying, "Somebody talk to me,"
Yeah.
but it's good. It gives you the opportunity to be creative and to dig into exactly what you're trying to create.
Very much so. Well, I've got your number now, so every once in a while I'm going to message you like, "Hey Kent, how's it going? Where are we going to be connecting?"
You give
Abu
me a
Dhabi,
call.
London, Milan next week, most definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean, before as well. That's getting back to the differences of different lifestyle. Um, every week you're in a different country, right? Looking after 30 properties. Whereas now I'm thinking, I'm traveling next week, and I'm going to be with people, which is great. I'm probably exaggerating the whole thing, but definitely connection will be the way.
I love this. Everything that you're bringing out is ever so inspiring, and I'm sure whoever is listening, it's probably taking notes and going like, very much so. Now,
Mm.
the final
And
question.
that's why if I was to be planning a global wellness
Yeah,
day now, I know the manifesto and the
yeah,
joy aspect and all the rest of it. I like the way you worded it. What would you do to add more joy to your life? And in particular, in these days of mental well-being, being such a large challenge that has come to the forefront. I don't know if it's always been there or if it's just getting exposed a lot more now. But in the days of, you know, all the different statistics that we can hear, I think, Joy, we need to really look at mental well-being and let's not be fake about it. Let's make sure that we give people the opportunity to really find authentic joy in their life. So, in what we do, it's not about looking fitter, looking stronger,
yeah.
improving your public profile. It's getting in and seeing what you yourself need to go for, which is so important.
Very much so. You brought something very important here, mental wellness,
Mm.
which I think personally for me, wellness should be surrounded by, first of all, how do I feel? How is my state of wellness, my mental wellness?
Yeah,
So I agree. Now, would you share some
exactly.
on with our followers, whoever is tuning in, how to get into wellness for someone that is not so familiar? I mean, we hear it is a trendy work, it's marketing, it's longevity, there's so much out there. But very often people
Mm.
ask me, how do I get into it? What would your advice be, having worked in so many countries and with so many teams and treatments and experts, what would you simply suggest?
Sure. First of all, I think, many people see a hurdle to
Mm,
get into wellness. It's like me. If I'm not going to the gym on a regular basis, and if I'm taking a couple of weeks off,
yeah,
it's a big deal to like get back,
back into it.
to get in the car or to walk back to the gym. So I would always recommend that you think back to when you were feeling your best,
Mm,
when you were the happiest in your life, or when your body was functioning beautifully, and you think back to what you were doing then,
yeah, good.
and then you go back to that. Because if you are going to force yourself into doing something that is not your thing, but you're doing it because you want to get back into wellness, it's not going to last.
No,
You
yeah,
know, first get back to what you love doing, to what let you think creatively, cleared your mind, had your body functioning right, made you feel fantastic. And once you're getting those endorphins and you getting that happiness level back, then you can take on more.
very much so. You can
And
move.
maybe it's not fitness, maybe it's sleep,
Yeah. Mm.
maybe it's eating correctly, maybe it's
It can be anything as far as you get started
connecting.
somehow correct. But I love that,
Yeah,
enough the feeling of when you felt well and then carry on, elaborate and find what makes you happy as well at the same time. I think joy and wellness really go well together.
perfectly. And if I think about, the hundreds of consultations that we do in the wellness world, be it as a therapist or a fitness instructor or whoever, you know, it's all about finding what does that guest or member or client love doing. It's no point saying you have to do 100 push-ups a day if you hate doing a push-up. Or it's no point saying give up the wine if you love wine.
Yeah.
It's about cutting it down, drinking quality, not quantity. That is the best movement. That's what I love about Global Wellness Day as well, is it's not only about celebrating wellness, it's about getting people involved who don't normally follow.
Exactly. Yeah.
So, whatever you're doing as a hotel, a spa, a school, a fitness center, it's about opening the doors and just promoting so that people think, hey,
Why
let me
not?
go today.
Let me check it
Or
out.
about bringing your friend, or about inviting the neighbors for dinner. I mean, you might not even know your neighbors. So it's Global Wellness Day. Invite them over for a barbecue, or as we would call it in South Africa, a braai. It's making you take one step forward.
Very much so. I love this. Very often people say to me, why only one day a week? And like you just said, it's the day that everyone opens up. It's the day that, institutions, spas and so on.
A celebration.
Yeah, it's absolutely amazing. So it's wellness every day, but on one day, is, like you said before, a party, a celebration of wellness. Absolutely.
Yeah, and in fact, I remember what we used to say too is it doesn't matter where your level is in wellness. You might be already doing 100 things in your life and
Yeah,
whatever, but it's about wherever you are, just take one step forward,
correct.
just one step.
One step.
If you a couch potato, just go for a walk.
Very much.
If you are divorced and you haven't seen your kids for a while, whatever it might
Yeah,
be,
yeah, yeah.
just pick up the phone. Just do one thing. Don't stress yourself out by, oh, it's Global Wellness Day. Just
Very
take
much
one
so.
step forward.
Beautiful. So far we've got connectivity, integration, one step forward. And the final question is, will you be celebrating with us Global Wellness Day, which I'm going to be reminding everyone is on the 13th of June. And the theme this year is Joy Magenta. Where will you be, Kent? Tell us. We're super curious.
I will be in Ethiopia.
Like you were saying before, amazing. And we're very
Yeah.
much looking forward to
And
that.
the conference that I'm going to there begins 2 days before Global Wellness Day. And what is beautiful is they plan so that the conference ends on Global Wellness Day when they have all the activities and everything. And they've got all the corporates involved, and it's just great. Ethiopia is not a country I've ever thought of before,
Yeah, likewise.
but they're going through a boom, and it's just wonderful that there's people there who recognize that, here is a day like Global Wellness Day when they can really go out of their way to get the community involved. And that's what I'm doing. What are you doing, Francisca? Where are you going to be?
Well, I'm going to be in Hong Kong, most likely, celebrating just like next year. We have new ambassadors as well. So we're really trying to expand and involve as many people as possible and just create an awareness.
Mm,
Aside from the big names, the
lovely.
hotels and the spas, more outdoors and children as well. Because I believe, as we know, children are the future. So for them to really embrace what is wellness.
Beautiful. I mean, I remember in Hong Kong, you've got Ocean Park, you've got Disneyland,
Yeah.
you've got all those kinds of kids' entertainment places, family entertainment places as well. And the beaches are so beautiful in Hong Kong.
I know, stunning. A lot of people know Hong Kong just for the financial district, but actually, Mother Nature is outstanding. The height,
Oh,
the ocean, and divine. Well, we must get you over there
stunning.
often now.
I
Well,
need to get back.
yes, come back. And also, if you wish, perhaps if you're not too busy on the actual Global Wellness Day, if you want us to have another quick chat and reconnect from Ethiopia and you want to show us everything that is happening in Africa, I would be delighted to. We can chat, nearer the
Oh,
time.
dear. Yeah, let me just wait for the
Oh,
program to be
oh,
finalized, and then we can have a look how we can connect. But that will be good.
it would be amazing. So we can also give a platform to everything that is happening in Africa.
Fantastic.
So Belgium would
And
love.
isn't this the 15th year of
It
Global
is
Wellness Day?
celebrating the 15th year,
Yeah,
correct.
15th year. Yeah. I don't think I got involved from year one. I
Right.
think I probably got involved from about year 5 or 6.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a
Done
wonderful
an
time of
amazing
year.
job. Like I said, kudos to you and what you created with six senses, and now all these properties internationally celebrating. So thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, Kent. Hopefully, I'll see you next week in Milan. And just
Lovely.
thank you for your advice and inspiring self. Yeah.
Thank you, Francisca. See you
Pleasure.
soon.
We'll chat soon.
Have
Bye.
fun.